Well, hello class. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time y'all are watching this. It is so good to finally meet y'all face to face. Even though we can't be in the same classroom, it's good to be able to have video technology and be able to make those connections. So, as you'll know, my name is Laura Anderson. I am your instructor for this course. Of course, like I said in one of the emails, I want to always make sure to be able to have the most amount of connection with you as possible. I know that sometimes being an online student can be very isolating, and so I do my best to try to make sure that we create a community type feeling. And so part of that is by me interacting with you significantly on the discussion board and then also through weekly videos. So I told you all that we were going to do probably one video per week. I am going to do two this week just because it is the first week, and just we'll kind of recap on some of the course expectations and all of those sorts of things. So for most of you, I am a new face to your teaching, or excuse me, to your college career as far as your instructors. I've had a few of you in class before. But if you are looking to get to know me more, I definitely have my bio written out in the Meet Your Professor section on Blackboard, as well as there's a brief snippet about me in the announcements. And I would very much encourage you to read the announcements because there's a lot of course specifics in there as far as expectations on timeliness and groups and assignments and all of those sorts of fun things. So make sure that if you have not read that you do take time to read that sometime at the beginning of this week. As y'all know, there are two different textbooks, and I am assuming that you have already gotten both of them, given that we've used both of them in class this week and will continue to use them through the remainder of the course. Of course, the access code to the CourseMate or the CourseMate website is going to be in the announcements. I also emailed that to you. That is where the bulk of the videos and quizzes and assignments are going to be, and I'm assuming that y'all are becoming familiar with that. It's really actually pretty easy to maneuver around. If you do have questions, though, please do not hesitate to ask. Make sure that you read the syllabus very thoroughly, as there are several new types of assignments rather than just the old format of writing a lot of papers and doing group discussion boards. This is going to have a little bit more of an interactive feel as you'll be paired with your partner. And so in that, there's just different types of assignments. And my best word of advice to you, so that you don't feel so overwhelmed with taking two classes and one of them being stretched out to 14 weeks, is make sure to print out the class schedule and just kind of, knock it down week by week. There's not a lot of assignments that you're going to need to be looking ahead for too much. So take a look at it so you can judge your time accordingly, but know that you can pretty much stick week to week, and I'll give you any reminders if there's big assignments coming up. Of course, y'all are assigned to a partner, and I'm very excited about that. I know sometimes scheduling can be a little bit of a conflict, but what I'm so excited about is the experience that y'all will get to have with having that face-to-face interaction with a classmate, which I know a lot of courses when you're online doesn't always offer that. So this will be a really great way to continue to develop that community. If there are issues with you and your partner, please try to work them out with your partner first, but if you are just coming to a standstill, please go ahead and involve me. I am in every single one of the groups on Blackboard, and you can, of course, email me. I would be very happy to work with you. If there's any sort of scheduling or conflicts or anything like that, please just go ahead and let me know. If I don't hear from you, I'm just going to assume that everything is great, and we'll just keep going as planned. Of course, y'all know about the group discussion board. That is going to be a huge part of this class, and if you've been in classes with me before, you know that I very much like to interact on that board. Like I said in an email previous, I do not necessarily respond to everything, but I do read everything, and I do respond to certain people within the class, and it's an invitation for group discussion. I really feel like this is a great way to get people interacting and involved, especially in a class like this where there's going to be differing opinions, life experience, wisdom, all of those sorts of things. And I love being able to have that all in the classroom. So please make sure you take advantage of that. Um, I think, oh, there is the competence portfolio I did want to just touch on. That is a way for you guys to continue to track your skills and the areas to improve on. And we're going to touch on that a little bit in the next video, but I just wanted to hit on that because that is going to be a really great way for you to gauge, even from the beginning of the class to the end of the class, just different skills that you can improve on, that you can be working on, maybe practice in your daily life or practice on the videos with your partner. So I just wanted to make sure that we touched on that. So I've kind of already let y'all know who I am as a professor, how I operate. I very much love to communicate with all of my students. I do ask that you give me one business day to respond to you via email. I do see clients Monday through Friday, and I have a full practice, but I really love to do the teaching on the side, so I definitely make sure to try to devote as much time to that as I can. But please just offer me a little bit of grace, and I will do the same for you too, as I know many of you have many other commitments that you're involved in. So if you ever have any questions about me, who I am, how I practice, questions about the class, anything like that, please don't hesitate to email me. You can call me. My number is, I believe it is on my Meet the Professor page, so go ahead and contact me that way if needed. I'm always available to do Skype sessions also in case there's some additional face-to-face communication that you would like. So we will end there for the logistical part of our video lecture for the week, and we'll move on to what our texts have to say.